Hey team, how we doing? This is Coach Dana Cavalea, and today I want to talk to you about coaching, because coaching for me, I didn't appreciate it when I was younger as a player. I didn't appreciate it, as a young entrepreneur. I just said, you know what, I could do this by myself. Who needs a coach? And what do these coaches even do besides, in sports, put together the lineup and, why would you use a business coach? I don't get it. I don't know why you would give that much credit to a coach, because we have the ability, we have the talent, and we have to go do the work every day. But the reality is, man, I realize that coaching is a game changer, because as you go through your journey, you need support. You need people that can give you an unbiased and honest opinion, oftentimes the one that you don't want to hear. You get so caught up sometimes in your own thought world, in your own world in general, that days, weeks, months can go by and you just keep doing the same thing, whether it's working or not. And also, you don't know when things are working and when things are not working. You get so, again, caught up. So what I realized just in my journey as I started to, surrender and open myself up to things, and most of the time it's driven by not having the success that you want or the success that you think you could have. And I said, man, I need a coach. I need a coach. Every great sports team has a coach. Every great player has a coach. What I learned is some of the greatest CEOs and executives in the world have coaches. Why don't I? So, probably about 5+ years ago, I opened myself up to coaching. And now this whole thing is ironic because I am a coach. That's what I do for a living. I'm a high performance coach. And I guess there was a point where I wasn't giving myself the credit that I needed. And all of that is something that I discovered as I was going through my process. So developing a coaching program for DanaCavalea.com was something that I was very committed to, and so committed to once I realized the power of coaching. So coaching can really just break some of those locks that you have, and some of those thought processes that you've put, in your own mind that don't even exist, and those limitations and those just crippling thoughts of hesitation and fear. And the reality is you can break through all of that. And I spent a lot of time, reading books and searching all these different places for the answers. And what I came to realize is the answers are all within yourself. But you need to be open to that, and you need to go find them. And you're typically not going to find them on your own in the amount of time or within the time period that you'd be happy with. And what I realized was a coach can speed up your curve, and the coaching in general will keep you consistent and committed to that process week over week. And if you're not committed to a process, you're just going to keep floating, and that floating is going to lead to frustration, it's going to lead to anxiety, it's going to lead to just stress in general, and then you're going to go back into that loop: frustration, anxiety, stress, not achieving, and you just keep spinning around. So the coaching keeps you consistent, keeps you on track, it holds you accountable, it helps you to continue to define your goals based on your mission, vision, and goals. What's your mission, what's your vision, what's your goal? And when you figure all that out, you start to really get some clear answers. And you also start to see that maybe even some of the people you have around you aren't great for you. You start to realize some of the things, like habits that you have, are not positive. And you start to get answers for things like, hey, why am I overweight? And what does overweight have to do with these other things? And you start to see, when you start putting yourself into alignment to your mission, vision, and goals, my body starts to improve, my energy starts to improve. And that's what I found to be the power of coaching. Now, you could do that in a group setting, and we have that at DanaCavalea.com. It's called The Team. And then you could do it in a one-on-one setting, which is what we call MVP coaching, where it's one-on-one, just you and me and the team, and we help get you right. So the power of coaching is something for me that I found to be invaluable and game-changing. And I was hesitant at first, whether it was the money side, whether it was just me turning myself over and realizing I can't do it on my own. But when I got over those two hurdles and I made the commitment, I started to see some really, really great results. And then it became that rinse, wash, repeat model where it's I do it today, I do it again, I do it again, I do it again, and my habits, my routines, my process, all of that cleans up. And that's what we do with all of our clients. And the results are awesome. And just seeing somebody getting out of their own way and for the first time in a long time starting to thrive, that makes it all worth it. And that's what makes coaching such a special career path and profession for me, and that's why I love doing it. And again, I see guys at the highest level of sport that have benefited from coaching, and I've seen people at the lowest level of sport. I've seen people at the highest level of business and people at the lowest level of business. But each are benefiting in different ways. So check out our coaching page. You can click either group coaching or you can click private coaching and check it out. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask, because again, I was very hesitant as well. So I don't know if I want to get involved with something like this, but you have to ask yourself, how committed are you to getting the results that you want? And how frustrated are you with what's been going on in your life? And are you ready to truly make a change? Or are you looking to just sit on the sidelines and wait it out and just hope that someday the tides change and everything starts to align and you'll be where you want to be? I realized it wasn't worth it for me to waste all of that time, and coaching was the answer. So this is Coach Dana Cavalea. I'll see you guys soon.